What's up, everybody? Want to make a quick video. I don't think how quick it's gonna be. Video about I got a ticket yesterday for the window tint. I got pulled in the state of Missouri at the scale house and got a ticket for window tint. Apparently, I have a half of my window, according to her, half of my windshield. This is half. And same thing my side window, it's open right now, it's hot out, but it's about the same thing. Half of my window is tinted. That's what she wrote, but reality it's 5 inches. It's not even close to being half. And I told the DOT officer, says, I don't see anything illegal about that. And she said, sir, I'm not the one who's write the law. I'm the one who's enforcing the law. And I says, I understand. I says, but in my opinion, I says, when you enforce the law, you gotta use a common sense. And I don't see any common sense coming from you. So she wrote me a ticket, did a level 2 inspection, and I don't know how much the ticket is, but I gotta call in and figure out. I called today, it's still not in the system, so they're gonna tell me in a couple of weeks. But anyways, besides the point, when she told me that, I started thinking about law makers. I'm going to talk about specifically people. There's actually people who make the law for DOT to enforce on a motor carrier. Motor carriers, truck drivers, or truck owners, or carriers, or whatever you want to call it. The guys who sits behind the wheel. Start thinking about it. Every year we have thousands and thousands of drivers, good drivers, retiring from this industry. We've been here for 20, 30, 40 years. I mean, I met some guys that have been in 50 years in the trucking industry. How come they now retire and get a part-time job in FMCSA specifically for this industry, and they don't get questions asked what they can improve to make this industry safer if they concern so much about the safety? Isn't they the one who would knew what would be better for this industry to make the safer roads, less spending from the DOT officers, what's going on at the shippers, how to secure the load? Because that's the people who real time, hands-on, did this job. No, we have morons sitting someplace in Washington, D.C. and FMCSA, which they very, very important because they protect the general public, coming up with the rules, and none of those people ever been even touched the semi-truck. I'm not talking about driving it. They never even sat in one. Maybe I'm wrong. But if you look, you go through that book, the new one, the FMCSA has been written, there's some things been written. It's absolutely insane what DOT officers gotta enforce. And then you get a DOT officer who doesn't use a common sense, enforces on a driver. And a driver gets frustrated and doesn't understand how is that possible. Because when the law was written, they didn't use common sense. The reason they didn't use the common sense because the guy who written the law, he don't know what the driver needs, how to drive a truck, what it takes to drive a truck, what to be safer. That's my point for today. About my ticket, I'm thinking go to court. I'm not saying I'm going to, but I'm still debating about it. And speak out about the judge about the window tint on a semi-truck, specifically Class A window tint, because some state is all different, but the Class A trucks over the road, they go under a federal regulation and a state regulations. So we get law on top of the law. And one thing I can't understand, maybe somebody can write a comment below if it goes beyond, somebody will watch on the internet more knowledgeable than me. If I appeal not guilty on this ticket and send it out and schedule court, I've been punished by federal law. But if I'm gonna go to court, I'm gonna be in the front of the county judge, not federal judge, county judge. They can dismiss the ticket, but the points on FMCSA would still go on. And though I've been proven not guilty, but the FMCSA still will put the points on me. How is that possible? How did they miss this part? I know how. Because when the law been written, the common sense was not used. I guarantee you, if the law, or they would ask the retired drivers who have been in this business for a long time, we would be a lot in a better place. And I'm not the only one who went through this thing, got the ticket. There's thousands of the guys. But if you think about it, it's a very, very messed up system way we in now. And that comes to FMCSA, education, goes on and goes on and goes on. In every stage of the federal government, it's a lot of no common sense, in my personal opinion. When we make a law to make some sort of job safer, doesn't the people who's been doing that job need to make the rules for that specific job? Not the people. You know, it's like a lot of companies will have a safety person or safety personnel. A group of people will tell you how to do your job, but they never done it. Crazy. That's all I have for today. Have a good one.